try to feed us no. You can come and be the best that you can, but you'll never have the slightest chance.
Welcome to Clear Spring High School, everybody. Getting ready for girls basketball action here tonight on this Friday night in Washington County. The Clear Spring Blazers hosting the Williamsport Wildcats. Brought to you live here on Antietam Broadband. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Mark Keller here along with Coach Chad Brashears. Thanks for joining us for our first broadcast of this basketball season. Good to have you with us. Good to be back with you here, Chad.
It's great to be back.
Let's talk, hard to believe already. We've kind of hit the halfway point of this season already. 10th game of the season for the Blazers here tonight. Williamsport will be playing its 12th game of the season, and so yeah, before you know it, we'll be talking playoffs. But let's see where these teams have come from so far this season. We'll start with the homestanding Blazers coming into this game with a 4-5 record.
Yep.
But they have won their last two, and a young squad. You look down this roster, lots of sophomores on there, and really their three big names are sophomores this season.
Absolutely. I mean, the three you really got to worry about are going to be Kara Hoover, Kaylee Hensley, and Abby Curry. And, you know, we were fortunate enough last year we got to see those guys perform, and we called their game last year. I'm looking forward to seeing the growth of where they were at last year, where they're going to be at this year. They shoot a ton of threes. Coach Whitworth is all about the three-point shooting. So, you know, when I talked to Coach Murphy last night on the telephone, it was more, if they shoot it well, we're going to really be in a dogfight. And they're coming, you know, not to talk about Williamsport just yet, but they're coming 3 games in 4 days. So that's a lot of running too. So it's going to be really interesting to see how tonight, you know, pans out.
You mentioned 2 straight wins for Clear Spring. It's been kind of an up and down season for them. Won their season opener, lost 3 in a row. That included a first meeting here against Williamsport at Williamsport. The Wildcats winning that one 61-36 back about a month ago, December 20th, that game. But 2 straight wins here. Beating Frankfort last on the 13th of this week, 56-37, and then beating Berkeley Springs 51-35. So hitting the halfway mark of the season, you know, you kind of know what you have in terms of your roster. You know what your kids can do. So you're kind of getting into fine tuning at this point of the season, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once you get through Christmas break, you're starting to really kind of fine tune everything. You know what is working, what doesn't work, what we need to improve on. And usually, if you can get through Christmas break and you start kind of catching your stride, it's a really good kind of feeling as a coach, because you're like, okay, now things are starting to be where they need to be for us. And I think talking, you know, with Coach Whitworth a little bit here before the game, that's where they're at. They're really excited about where they're at right now.
Taking on a team in Williamsport who is perennially one of the top teams in Washington County under Coach Kevin Murphy. And you know, for a new coach like Corey Whitworth for Clear Spring, what does that do when you're taking on a coach and a program with that kind of tradition, you know, set for them?
The toughest part is the game goes at you so fast. You know, coach is going to run a ton of offensive sets, either against man or a zone. And when you start thinking about all the little details that you have to fine-tune to be perfect on as a coach, it makes it really difficult. As her and I were just talking, she goes, I had no idea what it really was about until I got into it. I said, here's the best thing you can do. Take notes, understand what's going on, and as you get into year number 2, it'll all start slowing down for you. But right now, she's kind of in a track meet, and I'm sure that's how Kevin wants to make tonight's game.
Well, stay with us. When we come back, we will talk about the Williamsport Wildcats, and we'll bring in the 3rd member of our broadcast team here tonight, Bob Parcelletti, and he'll be talking with Williamsport coach Kevin Murphy when we come back. High school basketball, Williamsport versus Clear Spring. Girls coming back at you right after this.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
A new year means a new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento with room up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room for up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Proudly serving our community for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Right now, families in Southern California are experiencing unimaginable losses. Their home, their memories, their sense of safety. But in the face of devastation, hope shines brightest when we come together. You have the power to be their lifeline right now. Donate today and make a meaningful difference. Every second counts. Every dollar makes an impact. Together, we stand with those who need us most. Let's rebuild together.
Are you struggling with substance use? You're not alone. Washington County Health Department's crisis services are here to help. Our team provides compassionate assistance and guidance when you need it most. We meet you where you are, without judgment or shame. Reach out for support today. Call 240-313-3310 or visit washcohealth.org. You are not alone. With over 20 years in the real estate industry, Cindy Zhang brings a wealth of experience to every transaction. Proudly serving buyers and sellers, the Golden Rule is the foundation of her business. Whether you're buying your dream home or selling your property, she's committed to guiding you every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and dedication. Let her expertise work for you. Contact Cindy Zhang at RE/MAX Achievers today, 240-625-6535.
Welcome back to Clear Spring High School, getting set for girls basketball action. The Blazers hosting the Williamsport Wildcats here tonight on this Friday night. Live coverage brought to you tonight by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Well, Chad, we talked about Clear Spring. Let's talk a little bit about the Wildcats now, coming in here at 8-3 on the season right now, winning 5 straight after a loss in their 2-point loss to Fort Hill in their holiday tournament, first round of their holiday tournament. They've rattled off 5 straight wins here, and kind of looking at the stats for Williamsport this year, really spreading the production around this season.
You know, they really are. I mean, Arissa Hardy's averaging 11 points a game, Emerson Shanks averaging 8 points a game, and McKenna Murphy's averaging 8 points a game. You know, they're coming off of a huge win the other night down at Middletown, where McKenna hits a huge 3 in the corner to cap off the win for them. So Kevin said everything's kind of coming together. They're really excited about the way they're playing right now. And, you know, defense carries, and their defensive acumen and the way they're guarding right now has changed the way that they've won 5 in a row.
Yeah, you look at the scores, the opponent's scores in those 5 straight wins. 20 points, 20 points, 30 points, 27 points, 32 points. Great defense by the Wildcats, and it's always been really one of the hallmarks of that Wildcats program.
It is, and that's why, you know, it's longevity. It's what's carried them for as well as they have. I mean, their opponents are scoring 32 points a game against them right now, but the key stat that Kevin and I talked about was Williamsport's averaging 33 rebounds a game, and their opponents are only getting 22. That's a huge stat. That means you're controlling the glass. It's usually one and done, which means you can get out on offense and do what you need to do.
Okay, well, we promised you that Bob Parcelletti would be joining us. He is about to do that. Kevin Murphy, the coach of the Williamsport Wildcats, joining him right now, and we're going to send it over to Bob. Bob, take it away.
Hi, I'm here with Kevin Murphy. Kevin, you guys are kind of running the gauntlet here. 3 games in 4 days.
Yeah, it's been a tough last 2 weeks. We had back-to-back games last week. It's our 3rd and 4. Had a tough game on the road against Middletown on Wednesday and got eked out a win there by 2 points, and it was a tough one. So coming back in 48 hours is a little demanding. With
respect to Clear Spring, any game right now would be considered a trap possibly.
Yeah, because when you look at our region, like we play the Middletowns and Walkersvilles, and those are great programs, and so our kids always want to test themselves against those programs. So coming down off of that, that's hard to come down off of that, especially winning on the road. It's tough to do there, and then turn around and playing quick. And Clear Spring is a really good basketball team. Like we've seen these kids, our kids have played against them since middle school, so we have a very big familiarity with them, and they have with us. And so it's going to be one of those games where I think both teams are going to test each other, and it's not going to be an easy one, especially with what we talked about with the rest.
One of the things that you guys pride yourself on is your defense, and it seems like it's there again this year.
Yeah, and this is a different kind of defense this year. I'm going to be honest with you. Like we're not the last few years, we were probably more pressure on the ball, more getting out in passing lanes and really disrupting offenses. We're more of a pack line where we try to keep in front of us and then box out and get out in transition. So we try to do a good job of keeping people in front and closing out on shooters and being solid. We're not the quickest team, but fundamentally we try to be sound in our coverages, whether it's ball screens or whatever. But you're right, we're big time on the defensive end.
All right, well, thanks a lot. Have good luck.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hey, all right, thank you, Bob, and thank you to Coach Murphy as well. And Let's talk about keys to this one here tonight, Chad. For the Wildcats, obviously we talked a lot about defense here, and that defense going to key things. But is it those big three for Clear Spring that we're looking at them needing to stop here tonight?
Yeah, they're going to have to stop the big three. They're going to have to control tempo. I think the big piece also is going to be is the legs. Our Williamsport's legs going to be able to withstand 32 minutes of the way that Kevin wants them to play on defense. And if they do, they're going to come out of here successfully. But, you know, if the big three can play the way that they're capable of playing, I think we're going to have a barn burner in Clear Spring tonight. Let's
go to the other side for Clear Spring. Keys for them. How do they break that defense? How do they penetrate against that Wildcats defense, and what do they need to do to be successful offensively?
When they drive, it's going to be, you know, Coach talked about playing pack line defense. For those of you listening at home, that's what Tony Bennett was able to be really successful on at Virginia. What opens up in a pack line defense is the second and third passes. If you can get into the middle of the paint and kick it out the backside, and then have the second pass make it accessible for you to score off of, that's going to be a key for them. Are they going to be patient enough to get to the second and third pass is where it's going to dictate how successful they are in the game tonight.
Okay, so Williamsport playing their third game in 4 nights, and had back-to-back last week as well against Boonesboro and Walkersville. Played those games on Thursday and Friday of last week. So really getting a lot of action here since the holiday break. And is that a good? Obviously, playing 3 and 4 is tough. But is that a good thing to have just the repetition, to be in that competition, and to get the game reps in?
If you're in a situation where you're doing a lot successfully, it's awesome. If you're in a situation where you're kind of in a slide, it's very tough because you get better in practice. But you're able to rest and continue to stay in a rhythm. And right now, Williamsport's in a rhythm. So for them, it's going to be a situation where can the rhythm continue? But no, it's not easy. And you know, for Coach Murphy, when we talked last night on the phone, his biggest fear is, are our legs going to be there? And I told him, I said, just get through today. The snow's coming this weekend, so just get through today and you should be all right.
Take a well-needed rest over this weekend,
exactly.
Holiday weekend, and possibly a snow-covered weekend here in Washington County as well, and a very cold one at that. So we're going to take one more break here. Stay with us as we get ready for girls basketball action here at Clear Spring High School. The Blazers hosting the Wildcats here on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
It's a new year, and it's time for a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Honda, like the Honda Accord and its elegant design, or the always dependable fuel-efficient CR-V, or the roomy and powerful Honda Pilot that seats up to 8 people. Come on in and meet with one of our sales associates that will pair you with the right Honda. Let 2025 be your year in a new Honda from the dealer that's making it easy, Hagerstown Honda.
Voltage Wrestling is coming to Antietam Broadband.
Let it blow, gotta breathe. Liquid love, trying to hypnotize me. Feel the rush, all the scream. Hit it hard, no, you'll never let it be.
The action and excitement of Voltage Wrestling on Washington County Living, Channel 6 and 806.
With the power of fiber optics enhancing our network, Antietam Broadband will fiber optimize your life. Optimize your internet with fast, reliable download speeds powered by Antietam Smart Wi-Fi. Optimize video streaming and gaming with no buffering or lag time. And optimize your connections for work, learning, and family fun. Fiber optimize your life today. Call or visit AntietamBroadband.com to upgrade.
Get more from your debit card. Your First United Bank & Trust debit card can earn rewards points on all your purchases, online or in-store. Paying is easy and secure with contactless capability and card controls that you manage. When you add your card to your mobile wallet, you tap into even more convenience.
Pay the easy way every day and get rewarded with the First United Bank & Trust debit card. Visit mybank.com or visit your local office to learn more. First United Bank & Trust, banking for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to Clear Spring High School, getting set for girls basketball action here in Clear Spring as the Blazers get ready to host the Williamsport Wildcats. Mark Keller and Chad Bashir's here with you. And Chad, we heard Bob when he talked to Coach Murphy talking about a trap game. Kind of explain that, what that means, this being a possible trap game for the Wildcats.
So the trap game would be the game that you overlook. You know, they played Walkersville and they played Middletown. They know at this point in the season where that gets them in a playoff standing. So you kind of start looking and gearing into those games. You forget about the local games, the ones that are around you right away. And that makes it really tough because once you start overlooking people, I mean, I'll go back to the old adage, there's any given Sunday, right? Well, in high school athletics, it's any given night you can run into the buzzsaw that might knock you off. And as well as they played the last 2 games for playoff standings, the last thing they need to do is catch an L tonight, right? So that's what Coach Murphy's really keying in on right now is the fact that they don't want to get this game to be the game that offsets everything they've done this week.
Well, and as you know, we talked about these two teams having met already this season about a month ago, and Williamsport winning that one by 25 points, 61-36. From Coach Murphy's standpoint, too, you got to drill that in a little bit, too. Hey, let's not – that one doesn't matter anymore, right?
Exactly. You got to play in the present. And, you know, we're at the high school level now. A lot of game film and prep has been taken care of. I'm sure Coach Whitworth has done a lot with game film as well. They're going to know the little idiosyncrasies that they're going to do on offense and defense, the little details that they're looking for. And all it does is take one thing to disrupt it. And Coach Murphy's side is, I can't let that disruption happen. So I'm sure yesterday, even though they had a light walkthrough from a practice perspective, having 3 games in 4 days, I know that the mental side was not lacking yesterday to make sure that they're ready for tonight's game.
Right. We're going to have some introductions of teams here. We'll go down to the floor here for that as the starting lineups are announced for the Blazers and the Wildcats.
We ask that spectators show respect and not make negative comments or gestures towards officials, coaches, student athletes, or other spectators. Disrespectful or disruptive behaviors, language, or interference are unacceptable and subject to ejection from the game. In accordance with the State Fire Marshal's regulations, Washington County Public Schools encourages everyone in attendance to identify egress points in addition to the main entry that can be used during an emergency. The egress points for our event are located at the gym doors, and spectators should then exit to their vehicles once they pass. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Wildcats. Number 4, Riley Cole. Number 11, McKenna Murphy. Number 21, Madison Cantner. Number 23, Arissa Harvey. And number 24, Emerson Shank. And now for the Blazers. Number 4, Kay Roberts. Number 12, Kaylee Hensley. Number 14, Abby Curry. Number 23, Audrey Guerin. And number 35, Kara Hoover.
Well, there are your starting 5s for both teams. We're going to take one more break here before tip-off. Stay with us. Girls basketball action coming to you from Clear Spring right after this.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
A new year means a new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento with room up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room for up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Proudly serving our community for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Right now, families in Southern California are experiencing unimaginable losses. their home, their memories, their sense of safety. But in the face of devastation, hope shines brightest when we come together. You have the power to be their lifeline right now. Donate today and make a meaningful difference. Every second counts. Every dollar makes an impact. Together, we stand with those who need us most. Let's rebuild together.
Are you struggling with substance use? You're not alone. Washington County Health Department's crisis services are here to help. Our team provides compassionate assistance and guidance when you need it most. We meet you where you are, without judgment or shame. Reach out for support today. Call 240-313-3310 or visit washcohealth.org. You are not alone. With over 20 years in the real estate industry, Cindy Zhang brings a wealth of experience to every transaction. Proudly serving buyers and sellers, the Golden Rule is the foundation of her business. Whether you're buying your dream home or selling your property, she's committed to guiding you every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and dedication. Let her expertise work for you. Contact Cindy Zhang at RE/MAX Achievers today, 240-625-6535.
Sure, making a lot of people happy. Hey, you're gonna wanna Hagerstown Honda.
It's a new year and it's time for a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Honda, like the Honda Accord and its elegant design, or the always dependable fuel-efficient CR-V, or the roomy and powerful Honda Pilot that seats up to 8 people. Come on in and meet with one of our sales associates that will pair you with the right Honda. Let 2025 be your year in a new Honda from the dealer that's making it easy, Hagerstown Honda.
Back at Clear Spring High School, getting set for tip-off here between the Clear Spring Blazers and the Williamsport Wildcats. Girls basketball action brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia tonight. Apparently a little bit of an issue with the PA system here in the Clear Spring gym, and we had a nice sing-along, I guess, for the national anthem, we could call it. The crowd here at Clear Spring took care of the national anthem for us, and quite well done. Our coverage tonight, as we mentioned, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Honda and Kia wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools they represent, and the surrounding communities. We are underway here at Clear Spring High School. Williamsport getting the opening tip.
Clear Spring starting in their man set.
Madison Kantner unable to handle that pass, out of bounds, and Clear Spring takes over here after that early turnover. Blazers in white. The Wildcats wearing gray uniforms this evening. Abby Curry's shot up and no good. The rebound.
It's a good rebound by Arissa.
McKenna Murphy to Riley Cole. Down low to Shank, and now a nice underneath pass. And the bucket by Riley Cole gets the Wildcats on the board first here. 2-0 Williamsport.
It's a good look by Emerson Shank. Looks like Clear Spring starting in a 1-4 high set, trying to use ball screen action. Good pass.
Audrey Gehring shot no good. Another shot no good by the Blazers, and Emerson Shank with the rebound, but tied up there by Abby Curry. And possession will go to the Blazers. And they will inbound from underneath their own bucket here. Up top to Curry. Around to Kaylee Hensley.
Good pass.
Kelly Roberts underneath. Audrey Gehring shot no good. Curry follows her shot no good, and it's Cole with the rebound. She's under pressure and turns it over, and now the feed to Curry. Abby Curry has the Blazers on the board. 2-all here early going of the first period.
Through the first couple of possessions, they've done a really good job throwing a lot of pocket passes, trying to get layups underneath for their bigs.
Riley Cole up top to Emerson Shank. Trying to get the ball to McKenna Murphy. Instead, passes over to Madison Cantner. Cantner for three. Up and no good. Shank with the rebound. Pulls it out and kicks back out to Murphy. Driving the lane, McKenna Murphy. Her shot no good. And the ball out of bounds to the Blazers.
One thing a lot of teams are doing right now to stop Williamsport is they're starting to face guard McKenna Murphy. She runs everything. She runs a lot of their stuff. So they're starting to face guard that to make it more difficult on them.
This is Abby Curry. Her shot up and good. Abby Curry for two. And the Blazers with a 4-2 lead.
When you have a scouting report like Coach Murphy puts together, you can just see the look on his face that we've talked about this, we've gone over this. That's not where we want her to shoot the ball from. That's her hot spot on the court. She shoots it exceptionally well there.
Inside pass to Shank around the baseline, and now Cole kicks it back out and turns it over. Kay Roberts taking that away for Clear Spring. Hensley has it taken away, and she's comes up limping. And the kick down to Shank. Her shot doesn't fall, but she's fouled by Kay Roberts.
It's never good to see a non-contact person go down. Hopefully she's okay.
Looks like we have a sub coming in, so we'll see if that's coming in for Hensley. Shank will be shooting two here. First shot up and no good. And it will be Hensley checking out here. Briley Kennan, number 5, checking in for her for the Blazers.
Emerson shoots about 70% from the foul line.
Shank's second shot no good, and the rebound goes to Abby Curry. Looking inside there for Cannon, and she's fouled.
Trying to find a little X cut there, see if they can get the look they want, that person going downhill towards the basket.
Fouls on Madison Cantner, first for her. First for the Wildcats here in the first period. Nice pass inside. Can't get it to go is Kay Roberts, and she ties up Hannah Small. And the possession will go to Williamsport. Great inbound pass there to Kay Roberts, just could not get that ball to fall.
They ran that box set a little differently. She actually nosedived down towards the rim instead of away from it that time. She was wide open. Good back door. That's a great basketball set.
McKenna Murphy can't get it to go. Loose ball. And it's Alyssa Hardy who came up with it. And another tie up. And this time the ball will go to Clear Spring. Just about midway through the first period, 4-2, Clear Spring leading it. Glad to have you with us here on Antietam Broadband tonight. Also, if you're watching us live streaming on YouTube, appreciate you being with us here. Our first broadcast of the season. Murphy.
Almost like Christmas Day, getting back doing this thing.
Murphy with the baseline jumper for two. And that ties things up midway through the first period. 4-4. Kara Hoover. Hadley Elwood now to Curry. Looking inside and kicked back out. Now it's Hoover driving the left side. She's tied up there by Shank, gets it back.
6 on the shot clock.
And a little shuffle with feet there by Briley Cannon, called for a travel.
See if Coach can do it into his floppy action here to kind of get a different look. Good pass.
Inside to Shank. Looking to kick it back out to Murphy. She gets it back out there. Murphy being guarded closely by Hadley Elwood. Arissa Hardy driving the right side. Up and no good, but she's fouled. That foul going to be on Briley Kennan. It'll be her first. And Arissa Hardy to the line shooting two. Gets the first one.
Arissa's only shooting about 50% from the foul line, so if she can start making these, that'd be a good way to get her in rhythm as the game goes on.
She gets them both this time. Gives Williamsport a 6-4 lead. 3:10 to go here in the first period. Hoover to Elwood, inside to Curry. Curry with the turnaround, up and in. Abby Curry, 4 of the 6 points here for Clear Spring in the early going.
She's crafty around the rim. She does a very nice job with her back to the basket as well as squaring up.
Riley Cole picked up her dribble, and now she's under pressure from Curry. Gets the pass into Emerson
Nice
Shank.
up and under.
Nice move by Emerson Shank with the left hand. First points of the night for Shank, and an 8-6 lead for the Wildcats.
That's a product of doing this for, as a senior now, 6 years in middle school and the whole way up. Coach Murphy does an excellent job with that.
Elwood looking inside, but it's knocked away by Shank. And now she's trying to get the ball up. Does get it to Cole at midcourt. And now to Murphy. Kaylin Butts in the game now, number 12 for the Wildcats. Here's Cole driving the right side. And she's fouled going to the basket. She'll shoot 2.
Tell you what, I like that set that Coach just called there. It's a 5 set. Kind of get the ball into a horns action. They go off a double screen on the backside. You got some action on the other side. It's window dressing to kind of get you some good buckets. I like that play a lot.
Fouls on Audrey Gehring, her first. 14 fouls for the Blazers here in the first period. As Riley Cole gets the first free throw to go.
The new rule is, I know it was new last year, but when you get to the 5th foul in the quarter, now you're shooting 2 instead of having the 1-and-1 like they used to have back in the day, I guess they should say.
Cole's second shot no good. And the rebound to the Blazers. 9-6 Williamsport. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Gehring has it taken away. Cole
good look ahead
to Murphy to inside. Madison Cantner couldn't get it to go. And a timeout called by the Blazers as Kara Hoover picked up that loose ball. 9-6 here in the first period. What are you thinking so far, Coach?
I think that they're both kind of trying to feel each other out a little bit. I feel like they're both pressing. I do feel as though Clear Spring had a game plan to take McKenna Murphy out of it, to make it very difficult on Coach Murphy to get them in any offensive sets at this time, and it's kind of apparent. But I do feel as though if Williamsport continues to play behind Abby Curry, she's going to have a field day down on the block. She's doing an exceptional job getting open and getting the ball at the right spots.
Be interesting to see what that Wildcat defense does if they start sagging towards Curry.
Yep.
And if somebody for the Blazers can step up.
And if they do, it might open that 3-point shot that they live by.
Kaylee Hensley, number 12, back in the game for the Blazers. She went down early, but back in now. It's the 3-pointer from her. We're going to have a foul called against the Blazers.
Foul on Kara Hoover. So this is now going to be considered a shooting foul because of that it's the 5th foul of the quarter, so they're going to be shooting 2 instead of the old 1-and-1 when you got to 7 fouls.
That can make a big difference in a game, really.
It can, and it's something that, from a coaching perspective, that you have to almost adjust to a little bit, think about a little bit. It's been brought down from the women's college game is what it's really been brought down from. If you look at basketball in general, the only basketball that plays 2 halves is men's college basketball. Everything else is 4 quarters at every level, including international.
Have to think that'll change at some point here.
You would think it's coming, yes.
Larissa Hardy 1 for 2 from the free throw line there, and extends that Wildcat lead to 4 points. 10-6 as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the first period. Hensley to Curry, back to Hensley, and now it's Kara Hoover. Good pressure by the Wildcats here. Shank almost knocked that one away from Curry.
Nice pass. That's a good look.
Gets it back to Briley Kennan, who gets the layup and the foul. And a chance to pull the Blazers to within 1 here.
Watching Emerson Shank play defense is watching, like, you know, the older sibling, because she's the senior that's been around for a while. She played with the Paige Smiths of the world. And that makes such a difference when you get in games like this, because she's going to be the one that has to stop Abby Curry. They're running the elbow play here. It's going to be a play that tries to get a good look for Williamsport. This is one the coach has been putting in. It's an L set for a back screen.
Cole
That's the look
kicks
they
it out
want.
to Murphy for 3. No good. And it's Angel Ciampo keeping that one alive. Underneath to Shank, no good. Under 30 seconds to go. Shot clock off for the Blazers. For 3. And a foul called after the shot here. Hensley's 3, no good.
I think it might have hit the out-of-bounds line up top. I think they called it on the barrier. 14 seconds. Let's see what they run here for 1 shot. High ball screen.
Murphy
Nice.
looking inside. Gets it in there to Ciampo, who puts it away. And the last second shot over the top of the backboard by the Blazers. That brings us to the end of the first period. Williamsport with a 12-8 advantage after 1 period. Stay with us. More to come from Clear Spring High School. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
A new year means a new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento with room up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room for up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Proudly serving our community for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
With over 20 years in the real estate industry, Cindy Zhang brings a wealth of experience to every transaction. Proudly serving buyers and sellers, the Golden Rule is the foundation of her business. Whether you're buying your dream home or selling your property, she's committed to guiding you every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and dedication. Let her expertise work for you. Contact Cindy Zhang at RE/MAX Achievers today, 240-625-6535.
Back to Clear Spring High School, getting set for the second period here of this girls basketball game. The Williamsport Wildcats with a 12-8 lead over the Clear Spring Blazers. High school basketball here on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. Mark Keller and Chad Brashears with you. Glad to have you with us as the Blazers take possession here to start the second period. Looking for Curry inside. That goes to Audrey Gearing. She's fouled as she goes up for her shot.
Coach Murphy's not going to be happy about the fact that most of their heads were on a swivel and not looking where they needed to. That's a good pass, but there's a lot of traffic in there to throw that into. That ball should have been deflected early. You know, we were talking over break a little bit. And, you know, we talked earlier about Coach Murphy having experienced Coach Whitworth in season number 1 and all that stuff. The last 14 seconds of the first quarter is exactly what experience brings you. It gives you a good, clean look that you've prepared for. And with your daughter being the point guard, she's seen enough game film at home. It makes it a little easier, too.
And Coach Murphy himself knows a little bit about being a point guard, too.
Yes, he does. And his dad's sitting on the bench right now, and that was his coach.
Emerson Shank pivoting. Kicks it out to Kaylin Butts. And now inside to Hannah Small. Up and no good, and it's going to be out of bounds to the Wildcats. Williamsport with a 12-9 lead early in the second period. Abby Curry to Kara Hoover.
Arissa Hardy's
Hoover
length
driving with the left hand.
is really bothering her.
Arissa Hardy with the block, and now it's Butts bringing it the other way. Hannah Small to Arissa Hardy.
Here comes their L-cut screen. They're going to get it out there. We're going to dive downhill.
Shank to Cole, driving the right side. Kick out to Butts.
That's great ball movement.
To Shank on the baseline. Under the basket, no good. She's defended there by Abby Curry. And the Blazers will bring it back the other way. Kaylee Hensley. Driving the right side. Hensley, shot no good. The rebound to Kaylin Butts, going the other way. Emerson Shank picks up her dribble, looking for help now, gets it to Butts. Taken away by Kara Hoover. Pushes it up to Hensley. Hensley for 3. Gets it. Ties the game at 12. Kaylee Hensley with the three-pointer, first of the night.
Just a matter of time. This is a great shooting gym. You know, Coach and I talked about that last night. It's easy to shoot here, soft rims. If they get hot here, it's going to be a tough game for Williamsport going down the stretch.
The shot from Arissa Hardy is good. Two-pointer there. Arissa Hardy now with 5 points. And the Wildcats back on top by 2, 14-12. Hensley down the left side, trying to get it inside.
Good hustle.
Hannah Small comes up with the loose ball, and pushing it the other way is Butts. Picks up her dribble, looks for Hardy coming behind her, and she's fouled. Take a look back at that three-pointer that tied the game. Kaylee Hensley.
I like the fact that she was just looking to get her feet set and get the shot off. And Arissa Hardy comes back and delivers like the big three on the other side are supposed to do in a game like this.
Blazers foul was on Abby Curry. First of the night for her. The inbound goes to Hardy. Hensley guarding her. Ciampo in trouble, gets it back to Hardy.
Maryland call.
Murphy back in the game for the Wildcats. Shank shuffled her feet. They call the travel. Good defense here by the Blazers as well. You know, we talked a lot about the Wildcats defense. Clear Spring really putting the pressure on Williamsport here tonight.
They are. They're suffocating them. You can tell that, you know, they don't want to lose at home, and that's the big thing about rivalry games within the county. It makes them so difficult.
Hensley trying to get the ball into Hoover. She's fouled by Arissa Hardy. Looks like maybe a jammed finger for Hardy. She's shaking that left hand of hers.
Yes, she is.
The inbound pass comes to Kay Roberts. Looking for Curry, off her fingertips and out of bounds. Good idea, just couldn't pull it in. Ciampo to the left side to Madison Cantner.
Oh, nice double
Up
screen
top
on the
to
backside.
They say she traveled, but she wanted to take the shot, hesitated, and maybe came up off the ground slightly. Took a look at that here.
I don't know.
Like she kept that left foot
toe
down.
might have stuck, didn't it? Have to pick on referee Souders about that.
Three-pointer.
Good box out.
By Roberts, no good, and it's Cantner with the rebound. Murphy to Hardy, pushing it up.
Oh, nice in and
Hardy
out.
down the right side, up and no good. Emerson Shank with the rebound, puts it back up and in, and a foul called. Shank gets the 2.
They call it the basket is good. They got a hooking foul on number 2, and the possession is now going to go back to Williamsport. It was after the bucket was made. So it is a point of emphasis, that hooking box out, that they've really tried to made a point of emphasis this year on that.
That was on Maddie Dyer. First foul for her. So something of an extra possession here for the Wildcats now. And they turn it over with the travel.
You know, you feel like at the time as we watch this, Clear Springs doing some good things, Williamsport's doing some good things, and you look up and it's a 4-point basketball game when you really think it could almost be blown out, you know, as we sit here. And that ball right there is what's going to change. The 3-point ball can keep them in this game big time.
Hensley's 3 no good that time. Another tie-up. And this one goes to the Wildcats. 16-12, Williamsport lead. 3:42 to go here in the second period.
You know, Coach Murphy's on his daughter about trying to come back and get the basketball. Kara Hoover's pulling up and going full court on this. One thing we would talk about at the college level or the high school level when I was coaching was put the ball on a palm. She's got to have enough confidence to ask for it on a palm, go meet the basketball, get it, and then now you can run your stuff as the point guard.
Wildcats called for a carry there. Now it'll be Blazers coming back, trailing by 4. Another 3 attempted by the Blazers. Kara Hoover's goes out of bounds, and Williamsport with another shot here. McKenna Murphy to Riley Cole. Cole to Emerson Shank.
Really good defense on the backdoor cut.
Ciampo.
Nice backdoor.
Cantner couldn't get it to go. It's Kaylee Hensley bringing it the other way for the Blazers. Down the left side. Feeds it in the middle to Dyer. Lost it. And Williamsport regains possession.
UCLA cut.
Shank to Cole.
Nice
Cole
take.
down the baseline.
It's a really good take.
Go, Riley Cole. 5 points on the night for her. 18-12. Williamsport leads. Biggest lead of the night, 6 points here. Kay Roberts looking inside. Taken away from Maddie Dyer. And it'll be Murphy. Slowing things down a little bit. As we get to the 2-minute mark here of the second period. Ciampo loses it going to the bucket.
You said Riley Cole just had her 5th point of the night. She's at her average. You know, when we talk about spreading out the averages, she's averaging 5 points a game. With 2 minutes to go in the first half, she's already hit her average. It just kind of shows you where they're at, what they can do. Did you see that replay? Was it off her leg?
I don't think so. I think Hoover was the last to touch it for the Blazers. So Williamsport shot clock.
High ball screen, tap, head tap.
Hardy with the long jumper. High bounce is no good, and it goes out of bounds to the Blazers.
Now, are you a fan of the replay in college, or are you not a fan of it?
I'm a fan of replay anytime it doesn't bog the game down. If you can make that call quickly, looking at the replay, as long as there aren't long pauses in the game.
I agree.
Because that helps nobody. That helps nobody when you have a long pause in the game in any sport.
I agree. Looked like Kara Hoover just picked up her second foul there.
They do show the foul on Hoover, but on the scoreboard they're only showing one. I have her down with a previous foul, but they're only showing one on the scoreboard.
Good move.
Inside
Good
to
move.
Hannah Small. She's fouled. Going to the basket.
I'm going to have to give Coach Murphy a hard time. He's kind of going into that Oregon, Maryland look. You know, gray at Williamsport. He must be following the Tim Small gray uniforms at home. Speaking of Tim Small, his daughter's on the line. Coach has done a really good job over there in football, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Really has turned that Williamsport program into a solid program.
Yes, he has. He's done a great job. He and I go back and forth weekly through text and just kind of talk about different things, but it's great to keep up with guys that are our age that are still into coaching. That's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Small 2 for 2 from the line. 20-12 now. The score, Williamsport with an 8-point lead. That last foul was on Abby Curry, second of the night for her for Clear Spring. We're coming up on 1 minute left here in the second period, and Hannah Small takes that one away. But it's going to be Clear Spring ball after the tie-up.
They're in their box set. See if they set this up screen and which way the person cuts to the basket.
Hensley inbounds to Kay Roberts, who ran into a wall in Hannah Small. Her shot no good. And now it's Small underneath the basket. Can't get it to go with the left hand. Briley Kennan with the rebound for the Blazers. Abby Butts for three. Abby Curry, excuse me. That's no good, and a foul called here. As Lexi Matthews drops to the floor. And that foul will be called on Hannah Small. First of the night for her.
You can tell they've scouted that. They know exactly where it's going. I wouldn't be surprised if he brings McKenna further underneath the basket to keep that away from that pass.
Hensley gets it into Roberts. Inside to Curry. I'll call a foul here.
It's the fourth foul of the period. Next one will be a two-shot foul both ways.
That one against Riley Cole, first of the night for her. Shot clock is off, and now it's Cole taking it the other way for the Wildcats. Up and in. The runner from Riley Cole. And she will go to the free throw line as well.
That's a big momentum swing going into the locker room. You know, the three-point play here is going to be 21-12. That's a tough one to overcome if you're Coach Whitworth. I think the next time we have one of Coach Murphy's games, we need to put a Fitbit on his arm, see how much he walks on that sideline.
Cole's free throw no good.
Good luck.
Under 10 seconds. Curry to the basket. The foul called against Emerson Shank. And that's going to send Abby Curry to the line. Curry's first shot up and in.
tell you what, she's much improved from last year, but she just makes a lot of things look really easy. Shoots it well at the line, good spin move, good hands. The next 2 years are going to be really fun to watch her grow.
Yeah, only a sophomore.
A jinxter.
Roberts gets the rebound. And Bucks, they weren't sure how much time was left as the clock expires here in the second period. And Williamsport will take a 9-point lead into the locker rooms at halftime. 22-13. Williamsport leads Clear Spring. Stay with us. Coach Brashears and I will talk about the first half. Bob Parcelletti will also be speaking with Clear Spring coach Corey Whitmore as well. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia here on Antietam Broadband.
Sure, making a lot of people happy. Hey, you're gonna want a Hagerstown Honda.
It's a new year and it's time for a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Honda, like the Honda Accord and its elegant design, or the always dependable fuel-efficient CR-V, or the roomy and powerful Honda Pilot that seats up to 8 people. Come on in and meet with one of our sales associates that will pair you with the right Honda. Let 2025 be your year in a new Honda from the dealer that's making it easy, Hagerstown Honda.
Is your child struggling with mental health or substance use challenges? Our Student Assistance Program offers confidential referrals and support tailored to your needs. Whether your child is dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, or substance use concerns, our team is here to help. We provide confidential referrals to trusted resources, supportive guidance and assistance, understanding and non-judgmental pathways to wellness and recovery. Take the first step towards a brighter tomorrow by reaching out for support today.
911, what is your emergency?
I've been in a car accident.
Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm trapped in the car and my 4-year-old is hurt bad. He's not breathing.
Okay, ma'am, help is on the way.
Will you answer the call?
With the power of fiber optics enhancing our network, Antietam Broadband will fiber optimize your life. Optimize your internet with fast, reliable download speeds powered by Antietam Smart Wi-Fi. Optimize video streaming and gaming with no buffering or lag time. And optimize your connections for work, learning, and family fun. Fiber optimize your life today. Call or visit AntietamBroadband.com to upgrade.
Driving round in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
A new year means a new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento with room up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room for up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Proudly serving our community for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Welcome back to Clear Spring High School. Halftime of this girls basketball matchup with the Williamsport Wildcats leading the Clear Spring Blazers 22-13. Mark Keller and Chad Brashears here with you, and we've talked a lot about the Williamsport defense here throughout this game, but really kind of came to the forefront here in the second period, holding Clear Spring to just 5 points. Clear Spring really kind of had a little bit of momentum going into that second period, and that Williamsport defense kind of shut it down.
It really did. I mean, they're trying to use a lot of ball screen action, and I can definitely tell that Coach Murphy has talked about that. Their hands are where the pocket passes are going, and they really do a really good job. But once that ball goes into the paint, they really collapse hard.
7 points on the night for Riley Cole. We talked a little bit about her. You said spreading out that offense and already now above her season average per game. And it's really quite impressive to watch that Williamsport offense because they spread it around so much. You don't know where the ball's going. You don't know who's going to get that shot, and everybody's kind of a threat.
They are, and I think that's what really makes you a great basketball team. And I think that's important because you can't key in on one person, because once you do, the other persons are going to be open.
Yeah. Going to take a look at some highlights here from the first half as we take a look at those. Abby Curry with 5 points leading the way for Clear Spring here early on. And, we talked a little bit about her as well, and it only being a sophomore, and really you've been impressed with, just the improvement that she's made in her game from last year to this year.
Yeah, last year I thought she played, I mean, obviously the game that we saw is what I'm comparing, but she played a lot around the rim, score around the rim. She's now stepping her game out, and she's actually getting into that 15-foot range. I would not be surprised in the next couple of years she's out shooting a lot of threes and really putting a lot of people in mismatch opportunities.
Kaylee Hensley went down early in the first period for Clear Spring, came back in, hit a big three that tied things up for Clear Spring. To take a look at that three right there that tied things up, but after that it was pretty much all Williamsport here in the second period, as Arissa Hardy with the big jumper to answer that three-pointer from Kaylee Hensley, and that experience for the Wildcats really kind of showing through as we went along in the second period.
It did. It really wore them out. I mean, Emerson Shank did her thing. It really wore him out. Riley Cole has done her thing. She kind of wore him out. I think that's the biggest piece of it, to be honest with you, is experience carries. You can't replicate it, and they've been around the block a little bit. They see what a Williamsport basketball team should look like. So when things start to feel like the pressure and the weight's coming down on them, they're the ones that are going to relieve you from that pressure.
We're going to take a break here. When we come back, hopefully Bob Parcelletti will have Clear Spring coach Corey Whitmore. So stay with us. 22-13 is your halftime score. Williamsport leading Clear Spring. Girls basketball action here on Antietam Broadband. Stay with us.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown, Kia.
A new year means a new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento with room up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room for up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Proudly serving our community for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Right now, families in Southern California are experiencing unimaginable losses. Their home, their memories, their sense of safety. But in the face of devastation, hope shines brightest when we come together. You have the power to be their lifeline right now. Donate today and make a meaningful difference. Every second counts. Every dollar makes an impact. Together, we stand with those who need us most. Let's rebuild together.
Are you struggling with substance use? You're not alone. Washington County Health Department's crisis services are here to help. Our team provides compassionate assistance and guidance when you need it most. We meet you where you are, without judgment or shame. Reach out for support today. Call 240-313-3310 or visit washcohealth.org. You are not alone.
Voltage Wrestling is coming to Antietam Broadband.
Let it blow, gotta breathe. Liquid love trying to hypnotize me. Feel the rush, all the scream. Hit it hard, no, you'll never let it be.
The action and excitement of Voltage Wrestling on Washington County Living, Channel 6 and 806.
Back at Clear Spring High School, as promised, we're going to pass it over to Bob Parcelletti. He has Clear Spring coach Corey Whitmore. Bob, take it away.
Okay. Here I am with Coach Corey Whitworth. One of the things that I can say is that you guys played some great defense against Williamsport in the first half.
Yes, sir.
I mean, to be in this position.
Yes, sir. We really stress defense. Defense wins championships. So that's one of the things that we really like to focus on. If we can stop the other team from scoring, and we can score and get the job done. So that's what we got to do.
You guys had a lot of one-and-dones type positions in the first half. You had a couple of turnovers, and it kind of slowed you guys down with their defense.
Yeah, it did. But I think that we just needed to slow down. We're a little bit worked up, a little bit energetic. I think that this second half, now that we got those jitters out of the way, we'll relax relax into our offense.
Now, the first time you played this group, I think it was a 20-point loss.
Yes.
You're sitting here I mean, they pulled away at the end of the first half, but you're sitting in a good spot. How do you feel about the position right now?
I think that the second half is where we're going to turn it up for sure.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you, Coach Whitworth. I'm sorry, I've been calling her Coach Corey Whitmore, so my apologies to Coach Whitworth. 22-13, the Wildcats leading the Clear Spring Blazers here at halftime. Our live coverage here tonight on Antietam Broadband brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. Thanks for joining us here live on Antietam Broadband tonight and on YouTube as well. You're watching the live stream there. Several replay opportunities for this game, Saturday and Sunday, January 18th at 8 p.m., Sunday the 19th, 10 a.m. and 8 p.m., and Monday, January 20th at 8 p.m., all on Antietam Broadband Channel 6 and 806. Underway here in the third period. Arissa Hardy's shot up and no good, another tie up. And possession will go to Clear Spring as we get rolling here in the third period.
A lot of it's going to come down to a game of adjustments. I think halftime is extremely important for that. The one adjustment that they made so far is number 10 is now going to be guarding McKenna to take away Kara Hoover from possibly picking up, another goofy foul early. I think that's a nice move that Coach Whitworth did there. Dive.
Hensley inbounds to Cheyenne Jessen in the game for the Blazers here to start the third. Hensley for three. Kaylee Hensley.
She shoots a soft shot. Her ball is really soft around the rim. Good body control.
Nice drive to the basket there for the Wildcats in Madison Cantner. First bucket of the night for her. 24-16 Wildcats. Hoover works off the screen. Kicks it back up top to Hensley. Hensley with the little runner. Gets it to go. Kaylee Hensley. 5 points here early in the third period. 8 on the night for Hensley. 24-18.
We're going for double.
Arissa Hardy gets it to Murphy. Resets.
Oh, dive.
Emerson Shank with the ball, gets tied up. And the ball will go to Clear Spring again.
That's the second possession on offense that Clear Spring has what we call rejected the screen. They don't use the screen. Coach just asked, why will you not use the screen? Stop rejecting it.
Hensley with the runner, no good. Rebound underneath, up and in for Audrey Gearing. She has 3 points on the night, and the Blazers cut the lead to 4. 24-20.
It's a really good start for the third quarter for the Blazers right now.
Hardy's runner's no good, but Emerson Shank gets the rebound. And foul called on Abby Curry. And I believe that's going to be the third on Curry. And it is.
One adjustment that I would be confused about, or concerned about, I should say, is does the Blazers go zone a little bit just to see if the legs of Williamsport can handle that, plus save themselves a little bit from a foul perspective.
A little more than 2 minutes going here in the third period. Blazers have cut the deficit from 9 points to 4. 24-20 Williamsport lead.
One more.
Murphy for three, no good. And
good rebound.
Hoover with the rebound. Hoover brings it up to Jessen. Across the lane, up and no good for Jessen. The ball kicked back to her. Jessen's shot again is too hard. And this time it's Arissa Hardy coming away with the rebound. Cantler calling the play up top. To Hardy on the left wing. Now to Murphy. Murphy.
7 on the shot clock.
To Cole.
That's really good defense.
By Roberts. Cantner under the basket. Up and no good as the shot clock expired. And the Blazers with the rebound.
It's really good defense.
Hensley drives and is fouled. That's going to be called against McKenna Murphy. For the reach in. That'll be the first personal on McKenna Murphy. Hensley into Hoover for 3. It's long.
Good rebound.
Hensley gets the rebound, gets it back. Her shot for 3, no good. Saved by Roberts.
The energy and effort that Clear Springs playing with right now is going to be something that Coach Murphy's probably going to be taking a timeout soon to have a conversation about.
Another tie up, and this one will go to Williamsport.
You can definitely see his body language is about getting this thing revved up. But on the same side, Coach Whitworth, she's doing the exact same thing. She has a little bit of her own style that her players are reacting to right now, which is extremely important, especially at this point in the game.
Murphy back in for the Wildcats.
UCLA cut.
Butts at the free throw line to Shank, and now back to Murphy. Murphy resets. Goes around the screen, kicks it out to Hardy. Hardy gets the jumper. Nice shot by Arissa Hardy. 7 points on the night for her. Back to a 6-point lead for the Wildcats. 26-20, midway through the third period. Kaylee Hensley. That one gets
Nice
away
hustle
from Roberts. Emerson Shank there ties it up again. This one's going to go to the Blazers.
Still a 2-possession basketball game.
Blazers keeping it close here. The inbounds pass goes to Hensley.
As well as she shot it, I think you might almost see something like a high ball screen action, let her come off and shoot it.
Kay Roberts.
To walk.
And she traveled. One too many steps. Turns it over to the Wildcats. 3:30 left here in the third.
Little pitch back action here. Dribble handoffs. Get people downhill.
Butts finds Cole, who has a shot at the lane and gets it. Riley Cole, 9 points on the night.
A lot of window dressing to get to the ball right where you want it to be able to score.
Kara Hoover with the turnaround on the left side, no good. And the rebound to Hardy.
Good look.
Murphy looks inside,
Nice
has
defense.
it knocked away. Kay Roberts. And it was Hadley Elwood coming up with the loose ball. Kaylee Hensley. Down low to Gehring, no good. Angel Ciampo gets the rebound, and this one out of bounds. Williamsport will keep possession.
I was wondering when Abby Curry was going to come back. I just wonder how long could you stretch it to not pick up the fourth? The question is, can she go the next 2:38 without getting into a goofy foul spot? But offensively, she's definitely a piece of the pie that they need right now.
Kay Roberts giving Hardy all kinds of trouble. But
Good
Hardy
defense.
comes away with it, gets it to Murphy. Murphy with a little runner, gets it to go.
Good play.
4 points on the night for Murphy. That lead suddenly back out to 10 points, 30-20. Williamsport leads it. Curry looking inside for Elwood. Kicks it back out to Kay Roberts. No good. McKenna Murphy with the rebound. Looking up and finding Hardy. Roberts defending, but knocked that one out of bounds. .155 to go here in the third period. A few substitutes here. Cantner comes in for Arissa Hardy for the Wildcats. This is Cantner. Emerson Shank shuffled her feet and called the travel. You know, we talked about three games in 4 nights for the Wildcats and wondering about their legs. What are you seeing from that for the Wildcats tonight?
Starting to see them slow down a little bit. You know, I think they do a lot of the great stuff, but I feel like it's not just going to be physical, it's going to be mental too. And you can see that Coach Murphy is pressing through it, and I've been in his shoes plenty of times. Like, you just almost have to will your kids to make the right play. But you can see the frustration kind of catching up with them a little bit right now. You know, they're just, can I get through a minute 37 and get back to the timeout drawing board? You almost use it as a timeout so they can catch. They're going to run their L set here so they can get an outside look, which is what their goal is in this play. It's going to be a handoff to kick to Murphy coming downhill here.
Cole kicks it out to Murphy. Just inside the three-point line, no good. Shank couldn't pull in the rebound and is going to go out of bounds. Still to the Wildcats. So a fresh shot clock here, 1:19 to go, and a 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Murphy gets it inbounds to Cole, and she gives it right back to Murphy. And a foul called there, the hand check by Kay Roberts. Third personal for her. Only 3 fouls called here in the third period so far.
That'll pick up in the fourth.
Maddie Dyer checks back in for Clear Spring.
Trying to get a seal here in the post.
Shank looking for the back door to Murphy.
There she is. Yep.
And foul called there against Briley Kennan. That'll be the second on Kennan for the Blazers. Just under a minute to go here in the third period. Murphy looking to inbound. Abby Curry knocked that one away. Gets it to Cantner though. Shank for 3. Emerson Shank. 3-pointer.
Big shot.
And suddenly that lead all the way out to 13 points now for the Wildcats. Looking to answer is Hoover. No good. Cole rebounds. Now Murphy up to Cantner.
Oh, nice move. Oh, shoot it.
Shank picks up the dribble. And Shank down hard. Take a look at that 3-pointer here from Emerson Shank. And that's a big one.
It is. She shot it in rhythm. I mean, it's just, you know, you watch the bench's reaction, watch Coach Mercy's reaction. It's something they practice. You know, I know we just saw that replay. The replay right after that, when they went back on defense, and Emerson Shank was trying to get the attention of Cantner on who they were supposed to guard on defense, says everything about Williamsport basketball and culture. I would love to see if we have that replay as well.
5 seconds to go here in the third period.
Big.
Cantner, the 3 is no good. Cole with the rebound, but didn't get it up in time as we come to the end of the third quarter. 33-20. The Williamsport Wildcats lead the Clear Spring Blazers. Stay with us. Fourth quarter action to come here from Clear Spring. High school basketball brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
It's a new year, and it's time for a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Honda, like the Honda Accord and its elegant design, or the always dependable fuel-efficient CR-V, or the roomy and powerful Honda Pilot that seats up to 8 people. Come on in and meet with one of our sales associates that will pair you with the right Honda. Let 2025 be your year in a new Honda from the dealer that's making it easy, Hagerstown Honda.
Get more from your debit card. Your First United Bank and Trust debit card can earn rewards points on all your purchases, online or in-store. Paying is easy and secure with contactless capability and card controls that you manage. When you add your card to your mobile wallet, you tap into even more convenience.
Pay the easy way every day and get rewarded with the First United Bank and Trust debit card. Visit mybank.com or visit your local office to learn more. First United Bank and Trust, banking for a better tomorrow.
Back at Clear Spring High School, tonight's live coverage of high school basketball here on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia, the dealers that make it easy. Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia wish much success to the student athletes participating in tonight's game, the schools that they represent, and their surrounding communities. 33-20, the Wildcats leading the Blazers here as we start the fourth quarter. Clear Spring with possession. And now quickly coming the other way are the Wildcats. Kaylin Butts, pull-up jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound to Murphy for 3. McKenna
That's
Murphy,
a big shot.
Three-pointer for the Wildcats. And the run continues. The Wildcats ended the third period on a 9-0 run. And they've now made it a 12-0 run after Clear Spring had cut the deficit all the way down to 4 points. It's now a 16-point lead for the Wildcats.
That's the second carry call that I've seen tonight. I haven't seen a lot of that in basketball lately.
Yeah, it's not something you see called very often. Kara Hoover fouled as she drove to the basket. And will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Bounce, 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 and unable to break that drought with Kara Hoover missing that first free throw.
I wonder if they're going to get into some form of press here.
And that finally breaks the drought. That free throw getting the Blazers back in the scoring column. 36-21, Williamsport leads it here in the fourth quarter. Arissa Hardy underneath, can't get it to go. Abby Curry with the rebound. Curry's been quiet offensively.
Yes, she has. Foul trouble has not helped her at all.
Looking for a shot, and it's long. Emerson Shank picks that up for the Wildcats.
They're going to chew out games now. Here,
Murphy for 3 again. The high bounce and hits the cable up over top of the basket.
With 6 minutes to go and you're up 15, now is where you're going to run your stuff. You're going to get looks where you practice them from, and you're really just going to try to blow this thing wide open. See if they put Abby Curry into a ball screen here and bring either Hoover or Hensley off of it. I think that's something that they would probably try to do to get a shot.
Hoover looking inside for Maddie Dyer, couldn't get it through the traffic, and Williamsport comes away with it. Murphy with Kara Hoover all over her. Nice cut.
Nice back door.
Finds Cole to the basket. Nice pass there from Angel Ciampo.
That's a good
and we're going to get
timeout.
a timeout here called by the Blazers.
It's a great backdoor cut. I'd love to see that replay again.
It's a 14-1 run here for the Wildcats. Clear Spring came out. I'm going to take another look at that, get the replay here now.
It's a great pass by Angel Ciampo. And the reaction in the background is exactly what you feel. Look at her reaction. Old school basketball. You know, pointing to your teammates saying good pass. That's the right way you do it. They're learning the right way. They're being taught the right way. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Clear Spring had its own 7-2 run early in that third period. Cut the lead all the way down to 4 points at 24-20.
Yep.
And since then, it's been nearly all Williamsport. 14-1 since that time. A couple of big threes. And that bucket there by Riley Cole really, really turning the momentum in favor of the Wildcats. Those three-pointers will do it to you every time, right?
They do. They're backbreakers. And but you know, and we say that, but here it's 6 minutes to go in this game, and if Clear Spring can hit a couple of their threes, it's the exact same swing. It just happens so quickly.
Hensley's
nice
pass
outlet pass
gets away, and it's Cole on the left side. Can't get it to go. Goes up and is tied up by Kay Roberts.
Going to stay with Williamsport.
Wildcats keep possession here. Up 38-21. Kick out to Murphy.
Nice
basketball.
basketball.
Inside the free throw line. McKenna Murphy really heating up offensively. 9 points for her. In the lead all the way out to 19 now. Hensley for three. It's blocked by Arissa Hardy.
Foul, Kara Hoover.
And take a look at that block, and yeah, there's Hoover reaching
foul,
in
Hoover.
on Emerson Shank. It'll be the second foul on Kara Hoover. Kay Roberts.
Good hustle.
With the steal, but comes back to Hardy. Driving the right side. Arissa Hardy, no good. And the rebound goes off of her and out of bounds. And Coach Murphy even up 19 here. As you said, never stops. Never stops coaching, never stops walking that sideline.
He doesn't. I'm going to have to ask his wife what their dry cleaning bill is with those suits at the end of the season.
Another takeaway here for the Wildcats. Murphy with the pull-up jumper. McKenna Murphy's now in double digits. 7 points this period, 11 on the night for McKenna Murphy. 42-21. Another takeaway for the Wildcats. Riley Cole knocked that one loose.
Doesn't look like 3 games in 4 days now, does it? They're moving pretty good.
Kay Roberts comes up with that loose ball, now driving the other way. Her shot no good. Kick out to Hensley for three. No good. Emerson Shank with the rebound. Midway point of the fourth period. And the Wildcats doubling up the Blazers as Arissa Hardy gets the bucket. And a timeout here called by the Wildcats.
Yeah. It's just classic basketball. And they're just isoing it out. They're putting her on an island and making her defend.
Have a sense that we're going to see some substitutes here now for the Wildcats.
Yes.
A 23-point lead for the Wildcats, 44-21.
That's a good timeout by Coach Murphy. I think a lot of that conversation he's probably having in that huddle right now is, hey, we're doing all the right things. Let's not get out of sync of who we are. Let's keep doing our things, not go get mines or anything like that. I mean, I think, and that's really hard in high school because a lot of times when the games get like this, they try to go do things that aren't them and try to get buckets. And I think Kevin's doing a really good job of making sure that everybody stays on the same page that way.
Hannah Small back in the game for the Wildcats. Natalie Hartfer, number 20 as well. Madison Cantner also checking back in for the Wildcats. Maybe there's something about those gray uniforms. Got to say, they do look sharp in those.
They do. It is a sharp look, and to be honest with you, I wish when I was coaching we had 3 sets of uniforms. It would be a little bit more fun.
Another takeaway for the Wildcats. Arissa Hardy bringing it up.
Good pass.
Looks inside the shank. And she traveled, going to the bucket. 3:24 to go here in this one. Williamsport leading at 44-21. Hoover with the left hand, no good. And it'll be Hoover called with the foul here.
A little frustration there.
On Arissa Hardy now. And we talked an awful lot about the Williamsport defense in the pregame and during the first half, and it's really shown up here in the second half for sure.
It has. It's become suffocating. You can tell that they're scout. You can tell that they've watched film, that they know exactly where they're going to go. They're in a lot of passing lanes. Matter of fact, they're beating the ball. They're beating the ball to spots.
Lexi Matthews, number 3 there for the Blazers, inbounding to Kara Hoover. Up top to Cheyenne Jessen. Curry.
The foul on Small.
Foul there. He was on Hannah Small, second on her. .245 to go here in the fourth period.
Good seal.
Curry nowhere to go.
It's a good
Small all over her.
That's a great wall off. That's a good possession by Hannah Small. Walled off, great box out, got the rebound to the guard. That's a really good defensive possession for her.
Arissa Hardy to Cantner on the left wing. Back up top to Hardy, and she resets.
Hot ball screen.
Shot clock under 10. Hardy drives the left side. The rebound by Small. And Small fouled.
Here he goes emptying the bench.
Three Blazers checking back in. Dyer and Hensley and Kay Roberts all checking back in. And that one taken away by Kay Roberts. Hoover trying to make her way down the lane. Gets the bucket up and in. Kara Hoover breaking another long drought here for the Blazers.
Coach Murphy brings in a freshman backup point guard in number 34, Gracie Chambers.
More subs coming in for the Wildcats. Abigail Paulson, Honor Butler. And there's Chambers, that one gets away from her.
There's not many 6-foot female basketball players that come off the bench. I mean, he's bringing another tall player in. That's pretty awesome. 2 6-footers on the floor at the same time. That doesn't happen very much in girls basketball.
For sure.
It's like having 2 7-footers in high school.
The Wildcats have some size. You saw that with Emerson Shank, with Hannah Small out there on the floor.
Yep.
They do have some size. And you got to think when you get into playoff time, that kind of size can really, really help you.
It does. And what it allows you to do is grind out games. Because let's face it, that's what playoff basketball is. They're grind out games. And
Curry
games like this help with that.
Yes.
You know, I mean, they have 3 games in 4 days. You're grinding out. You're finding out what you're made of right now.
This is Honor Butler. Down low. And a travel. Called there.
Every time they catch it, it's in triple threat. I mean, that's just fundamental.
Right.
And you can tell what they preach, what they work on, what they talk about. You can see them in gap. They talk on defense a lot.
Under a minute to go. Inside to Kay Roberts. And she's fouled. I'll call that foul on Honor Butler. It'll be Kay Roberts shooting 2. Second by Roberts, up and in. 3 points on the night for Kay Roberts. Roberts has had a nice night defensively. She's been all over the floor.
Absolutely.
Lots of loose balls, lots of tie-ups.
Yep.
Very nice game for her, and another sophomore
Yes.
for the Blazers as well.
Abby Curry just fouled out. I think that, you know, there's a lot of positives in Clear Spring, and it's growing pains. And I know that that's kind of a cliche, but it's definitely growing pains. You got to learn now to be able to do it later. In a couple years, they're going to be the ones that are the hunted, you know, not the hunter. And I think that high school sports is cyclical, and the difference is what Kevin's been able to do for the amount of time that he's done it is because what they've built at the middle school level has allowed them to have a funnel to do this.
And the thing with Clear Spring is the Blazers don't have to look any further than their own volleyball team.
That's
because
exactly
I remember covering Clear Spring volleyball a couple years ago and talking about how young they were.
Yep.
And they've become an absolute powerhouse here in Washington County the last couple of years. So they can just look in-house. They can talk to their friends. They can see what they've done with that volleyball program and how they built it and try to replicate that here with the basketball program.
I totally agree with you.
Nine seconds to go here in the fourth. The Wildcats with a 44-26 lead.
They're right on their average. They're averaging, you know, they're scoring 44 a game, giving up 33. So, you know, they kept everything right where they were supposed to average-wise today for them to be able to achieve a victory if you're sitting on the Williamsport sideline. And, you know, when you look at those stats and those different things, analytics do prove and they do show up.
The Wildcats will go to 9-3 with the victory here tonight, as Maddie Dyer sinks the second of her 2 free throws. 6 straight wins here for the Wildcats as they close this one out. Harpster's going to get a shot at the buzzer, no good. And that's going to end it. 44-27, Williamsport puts away a pesky Clear Spring team that hung around for the first 20 minutes or so of this game. And they ended up 44-27. Stay with us. Coach Brashears and I will wrap things up. Bob Parcelletti will have Coach Murphy and a couple of Wildcats to speak with when we come back. High school basketball here on Antietam Broadband, brought to you by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia.
If I was the mayor of this town, I'd still be driving around in a Kia from Hagerstown Kia.
A new year means a new Kia from Hagerstown Kia, like the Kia Sorento with room up to 7, or the Kia Sportage with best-in-class cargo room, or go big and bold with the Kia Telluride with room for up to 8. Shop online at HagerstownKia.com or in person and let our sales consultants help you choose your next Kia. Proudly serving our community for over 25 years, we are
Hagerstown Kia.
Is your child struggling with mental health or substance use challenges? Our Student Assistance Program offers confidential referrals and support tailored to your needs. Whether your child is dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, or substance use concerns, our team is here to help. We provide confidential referrals to trusted resources, supportive guidance and assistance, understanding and non-judgmental pathways to wellness and recovery. Take the first step towards a brighter tomorrow by reaching out for support today.
911, what is your emergency?
I've been in a car accident.
Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm trapped in a car and my 4-year-old is hurt bad. He's not breathing.
Okay, ma'am, help is on the way.
Will you answer the call?
It's a new year and it's time for a new you with a new vehicle from Hagerstown Honda, like the Honda Accord and its elegant design, or the always dependable fuel-efficient CR-V, or the roomy and powerful Honda Pilot that seats up to 8 people. Come on in and meet with one of our sales associates that will pair you with the right Honda. Let 2025 be your year in a new Honda from the dealer that's making it easy, Hagerstown Honda.
Back at Clear Spring High School, your final score of this girls basketball game tonight, the Williamsport Wildcats beating the Clear Spring Blazers 44-27. We're going to send it right over to Bob Parcelletti. He has Riley Cole and Emerson Shank. Bob, take it away.
Okay, I'm here with Riley Cole and Emerson Shank. Riley, I wanted to talk to you first. I thought you made was probably the biggest play of the game was at the end of the first half. You made that big steal, went all the way down, got the layup, and got a three-pointer out of that. Really gave you guys a lift because you got you over the 10-point threshold. What's going on there?
I thought that was a really big play. It was really great for us. It really brought the energy. You know, we had a great defensive stop, which led to that play. Arissa, I believe, was able to block the ball, and I was able to push it up the court, getting the big play. It was really a great team play overall.
Because, I mean, you really fired that thing up there. A good thing the backboard got in the way. You guys had a really good, on the perimeter, did a really good job defensively. Really helped things out there. What was going on? I know that's your guys' trademark.
We know, we like to go over the teams. We know their shooters and everything. We like to be really well prepared, and Clear Spring has a lot of great shooters in their program, so we knew to always get a high hand, always like keep them out there.
You guys, 3 games in 4 days. You gave it 11 points. I'm not sure what your average was, but you had 11 points today. How tired was it? How hard was it to play all this time?
Honestly, I thought it would be more tiring, but it hasn't been too bad. I think team camp, because we play a lot of games there, so that's definitely helped prepare us for moments like this.
Okay, I'm going to pass the baton here. Emerson.
Yes.
You were kind of a force on the inside. I mean, first half it was a lot of one and dones, you know, and a lot of what was going on there, because I mean that's a lot of work in there.
Yeah, so we pride ourselves on getting multiple offensive rebounds. That's something we track. Our statistician, Ashley Torres, does a great job at that. We really want to emphasize getting as many possessions as we can out of that play and getting 4 people to offensively rebound. But in the second half, I think we did a lot better of crashing the boards. A lot of people had a lot of rebounds tonight, so that was really great. We work on drills in practice to emphasize the importance of going to get the ball and be really scrappy.
You guys had the lead. They kind of got back to 4, but then you guys went on a 20-1 run.
Yeah.
What was working in that run?
Being a team that prides ourselves on having the extra pass, all the credit to Clear Spring. They are a great defensive team, but going back to our fundamentals is what keeps us in a lot of these games. So that extra ball fake just before we pass it to be sure that it's a good pass is super important, and just going back to our basics that we learned whenever we were younger really helps us play as a team.
I know you got a lot of bruises from baiting around in there, but I guess the big part was hitting that 3 that makes it all feel better. Right?
Oh, 100%. We practiced a lot of shooting. All the credit to my coach for making sure we get enough shots up, especially whenever we're playing so many games in so little time. Emphasizing shooting is such a big thing for us.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Bob, and thanks to Riley and to Emerson Shank as well. 44-27, your final score here, and you know we talked about those two and just the production that's spread around. McKenna Murphy really kind of picked things up in the second half for Williamsport. Really kind of got them going.
She did. You know, she did what your point guard is supposed to do. Your leader on the floor is supposed to do, the extension of the coach. She made the big plays, but she also got to open people. You know, Emerson and Riley got going a little bit off some of her passes, but she did exactly what they needed to do in order for them to win the basketball game. And when you play 3 and 4 days, it makes it really tough. I mean, can you get over the hump? That was the question. They were able to do so.
It was a little questionable there for a while. As you know, as you mentioned, Clear Spring started that third period on a 7-2 run, pulled within 4 points about midway through the third period, and then Williamsport really kind of clamped down defensively.
They really did. And, you know, you heard Emerson talk about it. You know, Coach Murphy and I have talked about it. It comes down to scouts. And if your scouts are really good and clean and crisp, you're going to be able to shut away a lot of stuff. And, you know, I think that's the difference in the basketball game is their scouting allowed them to be in the position where they're at the end of the basketball game.
Take a look at some of the highlights here from the game as we saw them here. And we talked about Clear Spring, you know, the youth on the Clear Spring roster and what that meant. These are just building blocks, aren't they? I mean, these games, even though you're coming, you want to win, you want to get victories, but these losses, they're things that you can build this program on.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, you look at it, the easiest way to look at it, everything's a Lego. It's a Lego piece that goes down. You're trying to build the Lego castle, right? But some days feel worse than others. Does it feel great to lose this game at home the way you did? Not really, but you can really have a lot of growth from days like today.
44-27 is your final score. Williamsport knocking off Clear Spring. Williamsport improving to 9-3 on the season, 6th straight victory for the Wildcats. For Clear Spring, ends their 2-game winning streak with the loss here. They dropped to 4-6 on the season. And as we mentioned, you know, we'll be talking playoffs here before too much longer.
Absolutely.
We're at that midway point of the season. So replay opportunities for tonight's game. You can catch the replays Saturday, January 18th at 8 p.m. Sunday, 2 opportunities there, 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. And Monday, January 20th, replay at 8 p.m. on WCL TV, Channel 6 and 806, only on Antietam Broadband. Have a game coming to you next week as well. Tuesday, January 21st, weather permitting, of course. Clear Spring will be at North Hagerstown. Girls basketball again. We'll get to see these Blazers again against the Hubs. That one will go live at 5:45 p.m. Tuesday night, January 21st. And it'll be interesting to see how the Blazers kind of bounce back from this one when they go to North Hagerstown to take on the Hubs there.
Absolutely, and you know North plays at Tuscarora tonight, so it's going to see them coming off, see what Coach Sleepy Burnett's able to do to kind of go against Coach Whitworth. But you know it's going to be a lot of fun, and I look forward to it.
Absolutely, should be a good one. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Antietam Broadband. Our coverage brought to you tonight by Hagerstown Honda and Hagerstown Kia. For Chad Brashears and Bob Parcelletti, I'm Mark Keller. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you here again Tuesday night on Antietam Broadband.